Today we are looking at the Sennheiser HD 55.8 circumaural open-backed headphones. Here they are in the box. Now, on the box, this little flap can open up is actually magnetic, so yeah, it sticks to it quite well. It's got a very solid feel to it, really, this box. And there's some information in there about listening to it. Yeah, how good the headphones are. On the back of the box, there's a bit more information about the technology that's in them and things like that. Okay, so let's get it out of the box. This will be a very, very short unboxing. In the box we have the adapter for the 6.3mm jack to the 3.5mm, and we have the headphones. And that's literally it. There's no user guide, no warranty information, nothing like that. All of that stuff is done online. So here we go, and that's a demonstration, just a quick demonstration of the jacks there. Here you go, so that is 6.3mm to 3.5mm. They're both gold-plated jacks as well, and that cable length is 3 meters. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about these. So the colour of them is apparently Titan, though actually I'd call it very dark grey. You know, it features velour ear pads and headband, which depends what you prefer. Some people prefer like leather. I personally prefer the velour feel. Okay, so they have an impedance of 50 ohms, a frequency response of 15 to 28,000 Hz. Their sound pressure level, or SPL, is 112 decibels. The THD, or total harmonic distortion, is less than 0.2%. As I said before, it has a cable length of 3 meters, the weight of 260 grams, and it has a 2-year warranty. Okay, so let's talk about some of the technology within these. They feature something called EAR, which is EAR, obviously, and that is Ergonomic Acoustic Refinement. And no, I know that sounds really weird, but it is actually Ergonomic Acoustic Refinement. And what this does is it channels the sound directly into your ear through the little bit inside, if you can see it there. Has a sound reflectors to offer a more three-dimensional listening experience. Now this is very difficult for me to actually explain to you, but if you actually wear them, you'll really, it's like, they describe it as an out-of-head experience. I'm not sure I'd go that far, but they are very three-dimensional. They have a joyful diaphragms for transparency and minimal distortion. What this does is it helps eliminate vibrations and resonances within the earpiece for really good clarity. Has lightweight aluminium voice coils for high efficiency and excellent dynamics. That's good for loud and soft notes. So yeah, they have field strengthened neodymium ferrous magnet systems for better dynamic sound. These headphones are recommended for people who listen to many different styles of music, like myself, for films and movies, depending which country you're from, and of course for TV. So they're very versatile in what they can do. Hi guys, okay, so let's talk a bit more about the Sennheiser HD 558. Now the first thing I want to say is like, I am absolutely no audiophile. I mean, musically, I can play musical instruments and things like that, but when it comes to like audio quality, it gets to a certain point and then I can't really tell any difference. So, you know, please bear that in mind, that this is not going to be a, like, yes, so you've got this absolutely perfectly here. Like, I don't know, right? I can only tell you what I've got from listening to them myself, so please bear that in mind. I mean, things about headphones, they're always going to be quite subjective when it comes to sound. Okay, so let's start with talking about the comfort of them. They have these nice velour cushion here. It feels quite nice. It does feel quite nice on the head. The headband has exactly the same stuff. It has a good push in and it springs right back, and then it has a nice feel to it. When you've actually got them on, they do clamp quite tightly to your head, which I kind of like, but obviously I wear glasses and that can get uncomfortable with long periods of use. But I doubt that that's what they had in mind when they made them, and obviously I could just take them off when I'm listening to music, but you know, I'm using these now for editing. It makes a huge difference over what I was using, which was like a gaming headset, and yeah, it's a much bigger difference. So yeah, the adjustment on this is just slide up, slide down, like any other one like that. It fits to my ears quite well. I mean, obviously I can't speak for anyone else, but to me it fits me quite well. Like I say, it does clamp quite tightly. It's not, like, glasses aside, it's not uncomfortably tight. I mean, to begin with it was quite tight, but they have loosened up a little bit, as I've been using them. I've been using them for roughly a month or so I didn't want to go jumping straight into this review without actually using them. So as for the sound quality for these, I was, as someone who's never had some kind of high-end-ish headphones before, I was absolutely blown away by them. They are just, the clarity, especially in like the higher tones, is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm sure there are other headphones that do it better for more money, but from what I was like, from coming from like a gaming headset and using things like that all the time, these are just they're incredible. Like the voices are so clear. Like I can make out words in songs that I couldn't before. I'd never known what the lyrics were because I couldn't hear them before. But these, I absolutely can do that. And this was without even using my motherboard's onboard sound, because I've got like Sound Blaster built-in sound card on my motherboard. It's a Sniper G1 gigabyte thingy, M5. So yeah, the highs and the mids are they're really strong. They like have great clarity to them. For the bass and the lows, I would say it's probably, I mean, I kind of like it with less bass to it, but these are not, with a flat EQ, these are not very bassy at all, which is actually a personal preference of mine, because I think, like a lot of things, especially gaming headsets, really like to overdo it on the bass, and that's just not me. I've always preferred kind of the higher tones. So, and again, that's a personal preference thing, but if you adjust the EQ, they will give you a good kick with the bass. But on default, they are not really super bassy. They're made for more crystal clear, hearing every part of the track, and it's a good experience. These feature something that they call Ergonomic Acoustic Refinement, which I think we're kind of stretching there because they wanted to use ear, because it's like goes on your ear, so you know. And that is this little bit in here. It kind of channels the audio into your ear, so that's what that's about. To be honest, I'm not sure it makes much of a difference or whether it's a bit of a gimmick, but all I can say is it has that technology in it, and they're obviously advertising it with that, so hopefully it makes a difference. Okay, so the adjustment on this is just your standard, like, in and out like this. There's nothing really special to look at like that. They do have a little bit of twist in them, and that's supposed to be like that, to kind of go with the contour of your head, especially if you're moving. But they don't actually go round flat, so you can't really like go like this, like some people do. And they're quite close to the neck, and I don't particularly like having them like this. I prefer to have ones that kind of go flat like this, a bit further down. But again, I don't know if you're going to do that, and this is more about the, when it comes to headphones, I would tend to choose them more on the sound on than if they can tilt in onto my chest or something like that. Another thing to say about these is these are open backed, which personally I think gives you a better sound, because it's not kind of trapping the sound in artificially like this, and so it can actually freely come out. But this does mean that these aren't really for wearing out and about. These are for staying at home and like using with a good hi-fi or something like that, or something with good audio. And it is something that's really noticeable, the fact that they're open back, that you can pretty much, I mean, I can just whack them over my stand here, and I can just watch YouTube videos and whatever, and just have these here, and they're so loud that I can hear them as if they were speakers. So yeah, something to bear in mind if you don't want anybody else to actually hear what you're listening to. As for the weight of these headphones, when they're on, they're not too heavy. They're about 260 grams, which is kind of fine. They are made specifically for kind of long listening sessions to like high quality audio and things like that. So okay, I don't really think there's much more I can say about them. Like I say, I don't really want to be giving you like advice on what's the best, what's the worst, etc., because all I can give you is my opinion. I really thought these were nice, and that's all I can say. They were £119.99 on Amazon. I think I got them from Amazon, and yeah, in my personal opinion, I think I've got a good deal with these. So yeah, there we go. One more thing I would like to add: it is possible to use these during gaming, and you can just add in a external mic like this. This is a Zalman mic of some kind. You know, it's like £10 or something, and it just sticks to the cable like this. And when you're wearing it, it's just here. It picks up your voice, and you can use it. And I will have a video coming up comparing the sound quality of the mic for this to these with this, and yeah, I think if you saw the video for these, you'll pretty much know which one's going to win here. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done now. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments What do you think of like headphones in this price range? Do you think they're worth buying for the extra audio quality, or do you think if you're going to be buying something like that, it's worth spending a little bit more and getting kind of like really good high-end versions? So yeah, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, look at our website and everything else like that, you know, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.